Well, welcome back to the 67 Chevy C10 Restoration that I've been doing. If you've been following along, last time we replaced the floor. This time here, we're going to keep moving on. A-pillars, B-pillars, rockers, cab corners, floorboards, firewall, etc. The cab was in pretty nasty shape, as you could tell from the last segment when I cut the floor out. There wasn't too much structure left in this thing at all. But you know, we're forging along, and like I say, I don't want to let it all out of the bag, but I'll tell you, this thing here now is one solid unit. I'm trying to stay ahead of the videos and stuff like that, so I'm pretty far along in the progress, and we'll just show you as we go along. So enjoy. Well, I put the cab on a wooden stand so I can do the work on the cab corners, A-pillars, B-pillars, tie in the floor. This is how it's sitting now. So, because I need the room here, I need to take this out in here, this crosser, so that I can fit this panel in here. And I'm going to start on that side because I already took part of that support out. So cutting this off here to be able to do this repair. So and I get looking at it is, so there's like 3 repairs on this here. There's the original down here, then there's this bit of steel here, and then there's 2 more in there. And they just kept slapping it over top, and then you wonder why the things don't fit properly, because you know, that's considerable amount of distance here when you want to try and close your doors and stuff. So anyways, that's out. And the next thing I do is take this friggin' 1/8 of an inch of butter off of this, because you know, they weren't doing any themselves any favors. If they would have just did the repair properly the first time around, they wouldn't have had to put barely any butter. Well, I added this little piece here so I can drill out those 2 holes, and got it fitted for the last time here. I have to tack it in place and see where we go from there. That's dressing up real nice. A little bit more, grinding a few spots. Should be able to have that done and nice and solid. 1 hole there, the other hole down in here. I get that, be able to bolt that all together. It's gonna come along, and it's gonna look pretty sharp when it's all done. I'm working on taking this header panel out, the cab, and it was pretty much pooched in the front and no cutting there. Just did some cutting back here, and there we go. Piece out to the scrap pile. So I got all the loose rust off of this crossbar here that ties the roof and the sides and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll hit it with some of this here, rust converter, and that should give me a good surface to paint over top with some rust inhibitor encapsulator kind of thing. So pre-fitting a new piece in there. It's actually sitting in there pretty tight. So some more trimming and you should have it in there. Alrighty. Hopefully that's together. Now that I have that tacked in quite a bit across the top, I can go down here and I can finish off my spot welds. I ended from here over here, and I'll just work my way across either side, and that should take care of that. That's taking some fiddle farting to get this all lined up right here. I'm starting to burn this in. Locating it was quite an effort, but I have it now, so I'm gonna burn this in. My little jig, I made a little centering jig out of this on the CNC. I located this hole down to here in center, this here in center of that, and actually worked really good. You know, It's a good thing I didn't just rely on where it sat, because the floor was sitting a little too high. So this brought it back down to where it should be. So actually, we're quite pleased.
Well, that concludes just some of the body work that was required to bring this cab back into a solid state. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue to cut out the bad and replace it with the good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you wanna.